We are still working full force. Shane Bogle, the ag agent, Ashley White, the family and consumer science agent, and Rhonda Jewell, our 4-H agent. We still got programs that we're trying to do differently as far as to have programs. And we're trying to do that through Facebook Live or, through programs through Facebook and that, or Zoom as well.
No, I think you're doing a fantastic job. They even, my goodness, you've had like the spring break kits out there and bracelet kits. And I think Shane just dropped off the garden kits this morning.
Yes, we have got the garden kits. They are set up outside our front door there at the office. We've got lots of goodies in them. I'm really excited to get that word out as well, along with the other agents and that. We've got seeds in there for them to plant, just information about it. It's for the whole family to enjoy, too. So lots of great information in them gardening kits.
I was thinking about it the other day. If you're smart, you could really do a garden and a lot of things, not necessarily just on the cheap, but for free this year. Between the trees that were given away, a week or two ago, it hadn't been that long ago. And then now, you guys, pecan trees were actually added in that. I know black walnut was another. And then now with the seeds and everything that you all are doing out there, I'll tell you, you could really have, some good things to put up this fall.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you the 2 seeds that we put in there. We put some cucumbers, and then we also put some zucchini squash, in our bags. Also, if you're not familiar with how to do a garden, Shane Bogle put in a great publication of, when to plant, what's the best to plant in different times of the season and that, and how to take care of them. Just lots of great information, if you're thinking, I've never done one, but now's your time, because we have plenty of time to get outside and enjoy the beautiful weather, and then also be able to plant a garden this year.
Well, I'll tell you, if you've never done it, it can be really daunting and scary. It really can at first, because you're like, I'm just going to kill everything I put in the ground. But, if you're like me, I had a really good person to ask. My dad, it just seems like he's got a green thumb, and everything he grows just seems to do well. Although the apple fell like 2 miles from that tree, because I'll kill everything I put in the ground. I can grow weeds really well and hay really well, and that's about all I can do. But I'm getting better the older I get, but it's because I listen to my dad. So, asking somebody like you guys out at the extension office can really help.
Oh, absolutely. Our resources are still there. Like I said, just because our office is closed to, foot traffic does not mean that we are not working. You can call Shane Bogle if you have any kind of agriculture questions and that, especially gardening questions. He is the main guru for that. And our office number is 270-365-2787. And if for some reason or another somebody doesn't answer the phone, leave a message on the answer machine, because I almost guarantee that somebody will call you back to answer your question.
Well, they always call me back, and they,
Yeah.
I have a habit of always bothering Shane Vogel at the wrong moment, but he's always nice about it.
Yes, absolutely. And we just want to be here for our community, all of us, through this difficult time for everybody. We're trying to make it a little bit easier for the ones that are home with their children, trying to give them activities to be able to play with, to do with, and just to get the word out that we are still here, wanting to help our community and be part of our community, even in this difficult time.
Well, really and truly, what I have kind of found is that not only does it save you money, but it's just healthier when you grow it yourself.
Oh, absolutely. It is. You don't have all of the extra additives that are added to it, and that, you can freeze it, you can can it. And if you have any of them questions, you can call myself or Ashley White about them questions about canning. Unfortunately, we probably will not have a face-to-face canning, lesson this year, but we still can answer questions for you. If whenever you do your garden and you've got a abundance of all this stuff, and it's like, how am I going to save this food? We can help you be able to do that by canning it or freezing it.
Well, and I'll tell you again. We have saved so much money over the years doing that, and for people that are worried, maybe about quantities and that sort of thing, there's just a lot of great publications out there. But then you take it a step further because Miss Joni will get you hooked up with recipes that can tell you how to use those in a healthy way.
Oh, absolutely. We have all kinds of recipes for all different kinds of fresh fruits and vegetables, that can be able to help you, if you're wanting to learn how to can something or even just cook something that's come out of your fresh garden. We have all kinds of different recipes that we can help you with.
Well, and again, it's one of those that sometimes, zucchini is one that there's a million different ways to cook it. But until I really started researching, I knew how to fry zucchini. And let's be honest, now, can you beat fried zucchini? I don't know that you can beat fried zucchini, Joni. I think that's about as good as zucchini gets. Although you can grill it too, and that I really found on one of your recipes that kind of got me started doing that, and then roasting it now. So there's just a lot of different ways, but I didn't really know that until I started following Joni and all of her tips and recipes.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you have a vegetable that you're not familiar with or any kind of ingredient, like you don't know for sure exactly how to fix them, we can help you figure out what's the best way for you to fix it, that's going to help you in the long run with it.
Well, I'm holding up I'm hoping everybody can see this, so I'm gonna hold it up for the camera over here. It's your calendar that you had out this year. If you were
yes,
lucky
my NEP
enough,
calendar.
right?
Yes.
I'm still using it.
That's awesome. I'm telling you, there's some great recipes in there. Unfortunately, we are currently out of the calendars right now, but I can still print off them recipes for you if you want to be able to look at the recipes for this year. I can still print them off for you. You can contact me, through email or call me at the office and say, hey, I would like a copy of, the recipes for the NEP calendar this year. I'm still able to have the resources to help you get the recipes. I may not have the calendar that you're coding up right now, but we do still have the resources that we can print off the recipes.
Well, and I might have an extra one or two if people are, really. I might have hoarded one or two, so I'll.
That's okay.
I'll share it. If somebody really wants one, I've got a couple of extra, and I'll let you have one. How about that?
In our bags that we've tried to do, to get out to our community, we have used them resources to get them out. So that's why I'm currently out. Most of the time I'm like you, I hoard them a little bit, but this time I decided to get them out. And I tell you what, our bags have been a great success with our community, and so they have, our community members have come and got our bags. And that was one of our items in one of the bags.
Well, I'm going to tell you, between the cards on the back where you can really kind of cut them out and put them in your recipe holder, and they really colorful pictures and all of the information health-wise of, all the numbers. That's something that everybody wonders about these days. I mean, it makes it really easy where it says, the serving size and the cost per recipe and a cost per serving. I mean, it really breaks it down for you inside the calendar. So I loved that thing this year. I thought that was a huge success.
Yes, I love our calendars. Each year we put a new one out with different, far as tips and that. And we always try to put things in there that personally I could use and that our whole communities could use. So I love that it's all at one, at our fingertips with them and that. So like I said, if for some reason or another you missed out on them, that's okay, because I'm still able to get the information for you. It just may not be like in the calendar form, but I'm still able to get that calendar for you.
Well, if they're, making some of this food, make sure that you snapshot it and send it out there to Joni, because she would love to see what you're doing with these recipes and how you've tweaked it. And you never know. I'll tell you, what do they say? The mother of necessity is invention. Because when I go to the pantry and I've got everything but one thing, but then I've got that one random can sitting there, I'm like, oh, yeah, let's throw that in there. And sometimes that is, necessity ends up making the recipe just a little better.
Yep. Absolutely. And if anybody's ever needs any information or far as to learn how to budget their food dollar, or far as not only that, to make a menu, I am available far as to help them be able to do that. I know right now is a difficult time for everybody, and they may not be thinking about their nutrition and, as far as what they're putting into their bodies and that, but it is still very important that we do, put food in our bodies, our fuel, to make us be able to go through this stressful time and that. And I have all kinds of resources to help everybody. Actually, I wanted to mention that I'm fixing to start a Facebook Live group starting next week. If you do not like my Facebook page it's called Caldwell County Nutrition Education Program, go look for it, search it, like my page. That's where you're going to get the information that I'm talking about on that page, as far as to be able to, still hit our nutritional needs. So I'm going to start a group as far as it's going to be healthy choices starting next week. So if you want to be involved with that, I'm looking for people to, just come and listen. You don't even have to be present whenever I'm doing the group live. You can go back and look at it, once you get home or once you have a moment to sit down, listen to my lesson, so you don't have to be present. That's the great thing about
that's
Facebook.
Good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go live, but they can go back and look at, watch the video after I get done, whenever it's convenient for them.
Yeah.
So, but if anybody wants to join that group, like I said, go look for Caldwell County Nutrition Education Program on Facebook. Then I will also have a private group for this Facebook Live. So it won't be technically on my Caldwell County Nutrition Education Program page, but it will be. That's where you'll get your information how to join the Facebook group.
Well, all right. Well, I've got I'll tell you, I would love for you to show everybody and talk about that pulled pork autumn salad. I know that's supposed to be for fall, but man, I think it would be great for spring, just fresh and it's really good.
But you know what? You can make it now, and you don't have to wait till fall to fix it.
I like that because the greens, that they're kind of coming out first. Some of the greens are starting to come out. Where we can get some of those fresh greens. So that's one of those things that I look forward to every year is that crisp, fresh flavor. And I'll tell you, I can't let Joni go anywhere without telling you how much we appreciate. I know your input and a lot of others around the county for our backpack program and making sure that kids have had a meal, even though they've been out of school. I know you're always very involved in that.
Yes, and we're still serving our kids since we are not in school, we are still serving them children. And, I don't want everybody to think that we're not, because we are. We're finding ways to how we can deliver it to them, as far as the kids and the families and that. So they are still being served during this time.
Well, and I think that was my first concern, really and truly, when they were talking about that they were going to let out school. And I thought, you know what? I don't get me wrong. I did not look forward to all this homework and homeschooling and mama's got to do all of this school teaching thing. I wasn't looking forward to that. But the one thing that bothered me and worried me immediately is, oh my goodness. And then, as soon as I talked to you, I thought, oh, okay, all right, they're going to figure it out. These kids are getting their backpacks. And I think that is absolutely amazing what you all have been able to accomplish while, school was out and everybody's kind of gone every which way and kind of scattered way earlier than what you would expect for summer. Is there anything that the backpack program needs from us right now?
No, just monetary donations are always accepted throughout the whole school year. I mean, that'll be the only thing, that I can think of right now. I will have to give a big shout out to our Friskies ladies, our Hope and Cope centers, because if it hasn't been for them, not sure. I'm sure we would have got it done and taken care of, but these ladies have went up and beyond as far as for the backpack program. They are passionate about it just as much as I am, and they have helped me so much as far as to be able to carry on with this program, not just through this, but all through the different school years, and that they are behind the scenes that nobody knows about. And I just want to give them ladies a big shout out because they are truly far as, the best.
Well, and I know that some people that might confuse, I don't want to confuse some people because they say, oh, well, I thought the school was delivering meals on buses. No. And, our backpack program actually picks up where the school lunch leaves off. This is over the weekends. This is taking care of these kids when they don't have a school lunch arriving on a bus. I mean, can you explain that to them?
Okay. Yes, we are completely different from the school being able to deliver the lunches throughout the whole week. The Caldwell County Backpack Program is a program designed for kids that is in need for the weekend. Before school was let out, we would deliver the bags far as on Fridays to these kids. We, far as have went through the process of identifying them. The parents have to sign a permission slip allowing the student to be able to receive the backpack food. It does not matter if the family just says we have a need and they sign that permission slip, they're automatically on it. They don't have to go through a process or anything like that. So then what we do is we make sure on Fridays that the students receive the bag of food and then they get to take it home. So now, since school is out, the ladies and I are delivering it to their homes for them to have for the weekend and that. So it's a complete separate program from where the school is feeding the kids through the day, their lunches. This is, that's the word I'm trying to look for, Tess. I went blank far as an addition to that food that they're getting.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I heard a story the other day, and it was straight from the horse's mouth. This was a kid that actually gets a backpack, and I can't tell you how much it meant to this kid. By Sunday, he was hungry, and he would get out of school on Friday, but then or get that the bus delivered meal on Friday, but then by Sunday this kid was hungry, and if it hadn't have been for this backpack program, this kid would have been hungry. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think you know quite at how much we appreciate and love you for all you do. How much does it cost to feed a kid for the year?
Okay, for the whole entire school year is $120 to sponsor a child. Yes, I understand we're almost at the end of the school year. That's okay. If you can still donate the $120, if you can donate $1, that is fantastic. Any monetary donation is, will be accepted, and we would appreciate it. But if, like, for instance, the school year is fixing to be over with, that money still stays in our account for next school year. So it's not going to go to waste. It will be rolled over until the next school year, but it's $120 for the child to receive a bag. And in that bag, it's anywhere between 14 to 17 pieces, kid-friendly food items for this child to be able to, fix himself and far as to have himself as well.
Well,
it's
what
not
a
food
wonderful
that they have
gift.
to cook. Yeah, it's not food that they have to fix like on the stove and that. It's food that they will be able either to open it up and eat it or also maybe warm it up in the microwave. But it's all kid friendly.
Well, we struggle sometimes around, especially this year with everything being kind of upside down for graduation gifts. What a beautiful graduation gift to give is feeding another child in that senior's name for the year. That would be gorgeous. Yeah. So think about that and give them a phone number that they can call if they say, you know what, Joni, I really want to help.
Okay, that phone number would be our office number, 270-625-4498. That's my cell phone number. You can call me on it as well. I just gave you. And then also our office number is 270-365-2787. You can call me on either one of them numbers. And like I said, if I'm currently not in the office, that's okay. Leave me a message. Or if you can't reach me there, call me on my cell phone.
Well, thank you so much, Joni. We appreciate all you do.
Thank you, Tess. I appreciate everything that you do for our community as well.
Well, you have a great weekend. It looks like you're going to have some sunshine to be able to play with some of this stuff.
Oh, I cannot wait. I've really enjoyed being able to enjoy the sun a little bit. So.
I bet. That vitamin D, that's some good stuff, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I agree.
Well, thanks so much. Of course, Joni Phelps from the Caldwell County Extension Office and our SNAP Ed agent for the county of Caldwell. And we sure do appreciate her so much for everything that she does. 365-2787 is the phone number if you've got any questions. Stick around. More Coffee Talk is up next on PKY.
Local businesses have supported us in every regard. Now it's our turn to support them. Here's a way you can help.
Pay local businesses first. If possible, pay early or before the due date. Cash flow is critical right now for our local businesses. If you're fortunate enough to have cash on hand, consider a prepayment.
The Edge Media Group encourages you to support local. Be sure to post what you're doing to show your support. #SupportLocal.
Health First Community Health Center is doing our part to help stop the spread. We are now offering telehealth services to keep you healthy at home. Scheduling a virtual visit with your medical or behavioral health provider is easy. All you need is a smartphone, tablet, or computer and internet access. Get the care that you need to stay mentally and physically well from the convenience of your home. Contact our office for an appointment at 877-667-7017. At Health First, your health is our first concern.
Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz is the place to shop for delicious homemade goodness. Hancock's makes their own fresh chicken salad, pimento cheese, salads, and a variety of mouthwatering desserts, sure to please your entire family. While at Hancock's, be sure to visit their meat department for the best selection of USDA choice meats in the area. Hancock's Neighborhood Market in Cadiz, hometown homemade goodness, and the Hancock name you know and trust for quality for your family. Hancock's Neighborhood Market on Commerce Street in Cadiz.
Fredonia Valley Bank would like to express appreciation to all our customers for their understanding while we have temporarily closed the lobby doors for appointment only. The responsibility and community actions have once again proved how small town communities come together. We miss seeing our loyal customers, but no, this too shall pass, and we can open our doors to better serve you once more. Our call center is available 24/7 at 270-545-3360, and our online banking is available in Fredonia, Nettyville. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Today's big deal.
$10. It doesn't go as far as it used to, but today it does. That's because our loyal listeners' Big Deal store is having a $10 sale. Whether you've got 2 5s, 10 ones, or a $10 bill, you are in business. So hurry over to our loyal listener Big Deal store and tell your friends. Find out how far your $10 will go right now. Check out our $10 sale from your mobile device. Just go to WPKYonline.com.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Rogers Pet Grooming.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Kay's Kitchen.
And here's your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast for today. Looks like a freeze warning. Widespread frost should burn off, and it looks like it pretty well has. So saith the National Weather Service. It looks like that chance of showers this evening is going to be about a 30% chance, so nothing major. High 57. Now tonight, clearing up overnight. That chance of frost, low 35. Of course, I know that's not necessarily a hard frost, but if we go a couple of degrees one way or the other, it can make a huge difference. Tomorrow, sunshine, high 61, and then on Friday, early afternoon showers, high 61. It is 34. Believe it or not, we're on a heat wave. 851, 1580, 103.3 WPKY.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Kay's Kitchen.
God bless her. I love Miss Kay. And of course, I'll tell you what else I love, and that's going out to the tin roof. Have you been out there lately? If you're looking for a birthday present for somebody, or you're looking for somebody that, maybe it's kind of hard to buy, and I know sometimes your first thought is not a boutique for a guy, but I promise you, if you will hit up the tin roof, Miss Molly will hook you up. They have the most fun gifts, even for a little boy or a little girl. She has these little frisbees, which I think is, I know what you're thinking. If it's me, I used to hate frisbees because the first thing they would do is they would throw them and hit them each other in the head, and then one of them would be crying. It would take all of 30 seconds for them to make each other mad with a Frisbee. No, these are actually flexible. It's really kind of cool. So even the littles can get involved in it and kind of learn how to do that. And it's even better. They can use it all summer long because it floats in the pool, too. I thought these were the coolest things, are these flexible Frisbees that, by the way, don't fall apart in 5 seconds. You know what I'm talking about, the ones that you get that just fall apart. No. These are good ones. And they'll be able to play all season long with these little Frisbees. And whether it's in the pool, it can go anywhere with them. It will probably end up one of those things that they always grab, like when they grab the football to go out all the time. They'll grab this Frisbee and throw it in their backpack, I promise you. It's really cool, and she's got it out there at the tin roof. And I can't say enough about these candles. If you're like me and you get so tired, and I can't use some of the candles, to be honest, because they're overwhelming. Some of the scents are, but they have this country pear out there, and this is the coolest one. It's like this fresh, I don't know, it's fresh, clean kind of smell, but it just smells like spring, to be honest. It's like if you walk in the room, you go, I can get into that. And it's not overwhelming either, so it doesn't make you choke up where you can't breathe. You know what I'm talking about, the scents that kind of stick to the back of your throat and you can't get rid of them. Not that one. And these candles are really good about that, too. I don't think I've smelled any of them that have been just knock you down kind of fragrance. They're just really pleasant and just a perfect kind of strength to them. But you got to go to Tin Roof 10 to 2 to pick up your stuff, which is no big deal because she'll put it all in there for you. Molly will be your personal shopper. I'll give you a little hint about that. If you'll give them a chance, you will never, ever, ever go anywhere else. It is the Tin Roof right here in Princeton. And, of course, anything from games like Avocado Smash to bracelets that look like the little shell bracelets, except really colorful. And, I love them. These shirts. I almost forgot about the joggers. Miss Molly's got these giraffe print joggers that are adorable. And you talk about comfortable, too. So make sure that you holler at her because they're on sale right now, too, by the way. Give them a call, 270-365-9777. And you can do it through PayPal. You do all your shopping online, never have to leave the couch. Except to pick it up. Well, I guess no, you don't have to do that either because she'll ship it to you. So how about that? You might have to answer the door when the shipping gets there. Stick around. Make sure that you tell her, again, that we sent you. Tin Roof, 365-9777, and Miss Molly Egbert. Hey, I'll tell you, beautiful day in store. We're going to go back over our weather here in just a second, one more time. So stick around, okay? It's Coffee Talk, 1580 103.3 WPKY.
National Bank, we place a high value on the well-being of our customers and communities. With that in mind, we are taking steps that demonstrate how much we care about you. Our drive-through lanes will be available for daily needs, while in-person services can be scheduled by appointment. Take advantage of our online banking, our mobile banking app, and a friendly team member answering your call. Visit fsnb.net to learn more. First Southern National Bank, member FDIC.
Your local McDonald's wants you to know that they're ready to serve you for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They've always had their drive-thru, and now they're offering curbside pickup service as well. To avoid the wait in the drive-thru, you can download the McDonald's app and try curbside pickup. They appreciate your patience and understanding during this time. We are all having to adjust to this new way of life. It's temporary, but in the meantime, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at your local McDonald's.
And here's your WPKY Weather Edge, a Weather Center forecast for today. Of course, that frost looks like it's pretty well gone. Thank goodness the sunshine's going to be on our shoulders the rest of the day, which we're looking forward to. You can head out to the extension office and see if they've got any more of those gardening grab bags this morning. Even got some seed in there. I think she said actually zucchini, some cucumber seed, the gloves, the gardening gloves that are in there. Love those. They're free, but they are a limited supply. So if you don't get one today, maybe there'll be another one. So go out there and look. Caldwell County Extension Office right there on Highway 62. It should be a gorgeous day to go through it. High 57 tonight. Clearing up. There's a little bit of a chance of rain right before we get to dark tonight. but I think we're going to get past that. Chance of frost overnight, low 35. Tomorrow, sunshine 61. Friday, a little bit of an afternoon shower, high 61. It is 34 at 8:57, 1580 103.3 WPKY. And we sure do appreciate the Caldwell County Extension Office and Miss Joni Phelps and all she does for the backpack program. And if you've got a kid that you know of, maybe goes to church with you, or somebody in your community that you're worried about during this time when they're not at school, they're not being able to get those meals, you can call her, and it's not tattling. That's called love, okay? Make sure that you call her and let her know what's going on, and she'll get to the appropriate people. That's 365-2787, and we sure do love them for all that they do out there. That avocado smash game, I was just thinking about that. When I was talking about the zucchini and all of that stuff, it just made me think of that. That's such a fun little game for kids out there at Tin Roof. And let me just put this out there. Kids of all ages... So maybe you're older, but that's okay. You can play that game too. One of the things that I'm really proud of, and I don't want to get out of here this morning without talking about, is our prayer. And that's something that WPKY and our sister stations have started to do that really means the world to us. And it's something that our company really gets behind and supports fully, and not only this community, but the community coming together. And I think when we do it every day, and now we're doing it twice a day, and I love it so much. I couldn't be prouder to work for a company that does this in particular. And what I'm talking about is our daily prayer. And we do that every single day at 10 o'clock in the morning and 10 o'clock at night. Now, the one at 10 o'clock in the morning, we're also going to play those church bells. I love it. I've been listening to it every day and the last couple of days, and pretty proud of that. And I think that's such a neat thing. And we can all kind of do that together as a community. Not only do we start out our prayer with the church bells, but then we go into our prayer, which is just phenomenal. I think that is such a great way for the community to come together. And, the Bible talks about coming together in prayer. And what a powerful thing that is. So anyway, that's at 10 o'clock in the morning. Now, 10 o'clock at night, 10 p.m., we're going to end the evening and end the night with a prayer before everybody goes to bed. Now, we're not going off air or anything like that. It's not the old days. We don't do that anymore. However, we do a prayer at 10 o'clock at night because, a lot of the littles are going to bed then. Now that they're not in school, they don't have to get up as early. They're not going to bed as early. So, and neither are we, really. And we all understand that. About 10 o'clock at night, we're going to do a prayer. And that's our evening. Let's get together to be thankful for the day and pray for tomorrow kind of evening. Again, it's one of those things that's just more powerful than what you really think it is. When you join together like that, it just kind of gives you the goosies just thinking about it. But it's 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. We're going to do those prayers. Of course, 10 o'clock in the morning again, we're going to kick it off with the church bells ringing. And again, if you would like to be involved in that, if you say, you know what, I'm somebody who would really like to lead the community in prayer. You do not have to be a pastor. You do not have to be 60 years old or 40 years old or 20 years old or 10 years old. You can be however old you are. If you feel led to lead our community in prayer, we would like to give you the opportunity to do that. This is all you do. You send your prayer to prayerswpky@gmail.com. Now, you can record that on your phone. You can record that on your computer, whatever, and send it to that email address right there, prayerswpky@gmail.com. You might just hear yourself on the radio because we would really, we're just, really excited to bring you that and really enjoying being able to share that with everybody. And again, that's our community prayer, 10 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock at night. Prayers at WPKY@gmail.com if you would like to say the prayer. Now, if you're from this community, something else WPKY does every single day is have the kids kick off coffee talk. And the way that they do that with the pledge is they leave the Pledge of Allegiance on our voicemail at 270-963-9155. So if you've got a prayer, you can leave it on there as well, the same way the kids do with the pledge. Again, that number is 270-963-9155. It's all about supporting our local community and loving one another and being kind to one another and supporting each other so that we're all still here and the businesses are still here when this whole thing's over with, because today is one day closer to all this mess being absolutely over with, and we look forward to it closer and closer every day. One last time. And for me, here's your WPKY new Weather Edge Weather Center forecast. Of course, again, sunshine today. Showers, a little bit of a chance of that this evening. High 57 tonight. Clearing up overnight. Chance of frost, low 35. Tomorrow, sunshine, 61. Friday, a little bit of a chance of showers, about a 30% chance, high 61. And then Saturday, sunshine. That chance of rain is going to move in on Sunday morning. Clearing up by afternoon. Those highs all weekend long in the low to mid 60s. Beautiful weekend in store. We need to get out and enjoy it while we can. Of course, don't forget, tomorrow, Sideline Report with Todd Griffin. He's got Earl Stevens. And then on Friday is our big kickoff to turkey season special on Coffee Talk. Be kind to one another. It's 902 1580 103.3 WPKY.
WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Rogers Pet Grooming. Serving Caldwell County since 1950. We're 1580, 103.3 WPKY Princeton.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. President Trump orders a 60-day hold on funding for the World Health Organization while a review is conducted of its response to the coronavirus pandemic.
Secretary of State Mike Pompeo told Fox's Hannity the WHO failed to provide accurate and transparent information.
We need a health organization that's going to deliver good outcomes for the world and not do the bidding of any single country.
China's foreign ministry said the move will weaken the WHO and undermine international cooperation.
Fox's Rachel